everybody. Welcome to A Quickie with Miss B. I'm Miss B. Today is Tuesday. Thanks so much for joining us.
No, I just gave you the whole entire cue. I gave it to you. Why? Do it again. Today is...
Tuesday.
No. Today is... Tuesday. I started with that. I let in for you with that, and you come on. I'm all ready for you to do it. You go, hi, everybody. Today's Tuesday. No, it's Tuesday.
I just want to know, how many people do you think go around saying that? Oh, hey, good morning.
Well,
Today is Tuesday.
Not as many as could have if you don't start participating. Could you imagine if one day you're sitting there and the boss is giving all the paperwork? Okay, let's go to our next day. Tuesday. You would die laughing.
Oh, yeah.
And then he calls you in for your next meeting. It's Thursday, but he says, I want to welcome you all here today to Taco Thursday.
It's Throw Up Thursday.
You would lose your mind right there. You would lose your mind. But if you don't participate, you can't lose your mind by being shocked when people pick it up. So remember, today is Tuesday.
Now that we have established what day it is. Thanks for joining us.
Just saying.
Okay.
What was that?
Nothing.
You got bigger and smaller and bigger and smaller. What was that?
All this week we're talking about outrageous purchases.
Purchases, yes.
Jeez. So today we're going to talk about bar tabs.
Well, there are people in Hollywood, and they like to party. Can you imagine what Paris, who was it? Is it Paris Hilton?
Paris Hilton. Mm-hmm.
Did you imagine when she was hanging out with, there was another girl and that Britney girl that were hanging out getting all stupid and stuff? When Britney was
Britney.
She was on Disney. She was a Disney kid. All the kids were running around singing her music. I'm trying to think what her name is. Britney Spears. Yeah.
Oh.
Wasn't she going crazy a while back? Shaved her head, all that, hanging out with. Yeah, she was hanging out with. Wasn't it Paris Hilton she was hanging out with though?
She could have been. Paris hangs around with a lot of strange people.
Yes, I think that was her hanging out. But I can only imagine the bar tab. Those, you can just imagine those wing nuts. Are you kidding me?
Yeah. So we have, to talk about bar tabs, this list that I came across, so this is the top 10. This one is number 10, and it's the Miami Heat. I guess that's a basketball team.
Yeah.
And they had a tab for $100,000.
What?
Yeah. This was they won the their conference title back sometime between 2011 and 2014.
Yeah.
And then they had an NBA championship that they did, there was 3 different years. So
$100,000.
yeah, they accumulated $100,000. That was just in one night.
Holy crap. That's a house, Christine.
I know.
A house.
The interesting thing is that the nightclub that they were at, they picked up the tab. They paid for the whole thing. Not one of the basketball players that were there celebrating their win had to pay for the bar tab. Can you imagine if you're a business going, yeah, I'll just take that $100,000 hit for one night?
Would not happen. If you're going to do that, people, let me give you an email address. That's quickiewithmissb@gmail.com. I'm just a poor podcast schlepper. I mean, if you want to throw away $100,000, I'm retired military. I'll help you get the tax write-off. You can be like, I did it for him because he's a nice person. There we go. But I mean, you want to throw away $100,000? Good night, almighty.
Yeah, they said that wasn't a once in a lifetime one in a lifetime thing. Like, that was never going to ever happen again. But I can't imagine. Like,
now think about that. Could you imagine being a basketball player who just won that title and someone says it's a once in a lifetime have? You'll never win again. That doesn't sound very good.
Well, no, I just meant not win again, but I mean for the bar to pick up the complete tab.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean that will never happen again. Yep, that's kind of crazy. So after number 9, this was another $100,000 bar tab.
What?
This was Brian Mckinney. He's a football player for the Minnesota Vikings.
It's a wingnut from Wingnutville. Oh my heavens. And you just learned that live. I love that. That was awesome. She's like, you read that and then you squinched your eyes and went, wait a minute, what? Yeah. He's from Uahoma town.
Wow. Well, I don't pay attention to football. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for you football fanatics out there. I don't pay attention. But anyways, yeah, he accumulated a $100,000 bar tab during the kickoff party for the NBA All-Star game hosted by Rick Ross in Hollywood. So there was like a bunch of peeps that got together and said, let's just watch this game. And he footed the bill. He bought 15 bottles of high-end champagne.
Dom Perignon, probably. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yikes.
See, now I'm thinking, there's some decent mums out there. If I'm going high-end champagne, we're talking, $54 a bottle mums. Yeah. Hey. It's $54 a bottle. You know what I'm saying here? Either that or some of that stuff that it's like $9 at the grocery store. It's bubbly. It's bubbly.
And on that note, we'll be back in a moment, I think. Welcome back, everybody. You're listening to A Quickie with Miss B. John and I went to the bar. We're drunk. Sorry, we can't do the rest of the show. Thanks for coming.
And guess how much our bar tab was? $5.96. For my part, she's paying her own because I ain't picking it up.
Anyways, if you missed the first half of the episode, please go back and check that out. If you missed any of the previous
yeah, any of those, you're going to want to find a place to figure out what she said and then look there. So,
if you missed any of the previous episodes, check those out as well. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to continue on with the outrageous purchases. Today we're talking about the bar tabs. So I'm
still in shock. $100,000.
Oh, this gets worse, and this is your team, by the way.
No,
your hockey team.
Well,
your boys.
Well, they also do win Stanley Cups, so yeah.
Yeah, back in 2011.
Yeah, and 2020, if they hadn't been COVID robbed, because if you remember, it was. All the Bruins, COVID. And it's like, whoa, hold on. Christine was never so happy. She was like, you know what? I'm thinking the COVID might be good for us.
That's one positive I can say about COVID. The rest was crap, but that was the positive.
Yeah, they're like, Bruins.
The silver lining.
The Bruins, all right, COVID. Oh, what about the stand? Come on. I want to shove it down her face. All she did was go, no more hockey, no more hockey.
I was doing the happy dance. Not going to lie.
I think they should just put them all in bubble suits. Put them on the rink. All of them in those great big sumo bubble suits.
He's just a little hockey stick sticking out to play. Yeah. We'd have to do something a little bit different. You'd have to make the hockey net bigger.
Well, yeah, obviously.
Because if you're, because the goalie already has so much.
But just think of once you're down, that's it. You're down and you're sliding.
I've fallen and I can't get up.
Oh, you ain't getting up. You're going to have helper upper people on the ice just to help. But imagine the size of the door in that stupid box that you love so much. That's going to be the size of a car.
The penalty box.
Get in there and think about what you did. You padded monkey, you. Yeah.
That would really be hard to do a slap shot. I'm just saying, if you're going to have all that bubble wrap on you, geez.
Yeah. Boy, if they, what is it, snow? Is it snowing? If they snowed you, you wouldn't be able to get that. You wouldn't be able to move your arm. You wouldn't be able to clear your face.
You wouldn't.
You look like,
it'd be all over.
All the goalies would look like little T-Rexes.
All the hockey players pretty much would look like T-Rexes holding hockey sticks.
Yeah. COVID.
So anyways, back in 2011, the Boston Bruins had a victory over the Vancouver Canucks, and they became the Stanley Cup champions.
Because of the fact nobody could spell Canucks, so they couldn't score correctly.
The American team partied like they never had before. They spent $1,056. No, sorry, 1,056. No,
$100.
156,679 in one night of drinking. I'm sorry, my mind is still back on them playing in the bubble wrap with the T-Rex.
Some things are just more funny than a bar tab. Come on.
That's what they spent. That was one night of drinking.
Can you imagine? I can't. And besides, why would you even go to the bar? You should have just bought the liquor, went to one of your houses, and partied there. It would have been less than a third of the price.
They ordered $100,000 of what's called the Ace of Spades Midas Champagne, which was one of only 6 30-liter bottles produced in history. That's crazy.
Why would you even... Why?
Well, you just won the Stanley Cup. What else are you going to do? It's not like you're going to go to Disneyland.
Well, I mean, seriously.
Wow.
I just...
Yep.
I mean, there's... I mean, you can get a lot of decent champagne. I mean, for a heck of a lot better.
Well, like
price.
That's like, one of only 6 30-liter bottles. Well, now there's 5 because they drank one. I can't imagine.
I just find that amazing. That you keep coming up with this champagne stuff, and it's just not. Listen, Pete.
Those are your boys, not mine. Your boys.
I know, but I understand that. But I mean, still, people. I mean, come on, people.
Well, let's move right along. Remember Don Johnson?
Yeah.
Don Johnson, he spent his hard-earned cash on a bar tab for $256,000, 111.
Let me guess, champagne too?
That was him.
Listen, people. They have they have a fancy name. People, there's a fancy name out here you can impress the girls with. It's called Dimagerie Grand Chou Brut. Okay? This stuff is like $34 a bottle.
Oh my gosh. They say for the average person, spending a few $1,000s in one night over drinks is enough to give you more than just a hangover in the morning. Oh, yeah. Boy. He did this in London at one of the nightclubs over there. I think it was called One for One. Yeah. He said he's not a fan of the taste of champagne, but that didn't prevent him from buying the most expensive champagne bottle in the world to drink with all the other people that were in the club that night.
That's just nuts to me. It's just nuts. Yeah. I've had some lovely champagne at night, and some brutes at $19 a bottle. Okay. Hey, what are you laughing at? This is the people who make it are like, this is good champagne. I did a good job making this. And you're like, yeah, I make a living making champagne. You're like, yeah, how much is it? It's $20 a bottle. You're like, you know what? Okay, that's for me. I will take a bottle of that.
Drinking champagne.
Well, number one, you're right. You can't see me drinking champagne because what I know, if I have champagne, I prefer it over orange juice.
You want a mimosa?
I'm okay with the mimosa thing. I'm just not. I don't lean back and go, "Ooh, what a lovely." Yeah. Oh, the bubbly. No.
You're not going to comment on the bubblies.
No. I'm just like, you guys got any Tropicana? Yeah. Have a little bit of that. Dump some champagne and go, there we go.
Call it good.
Yeah. You're like, what is this? This is like a $25 bottle here altogether, right? $5 for the orange juice, $20 for the champagne. Look at this. High on the hog I am.
You want to talk about high on the hog? The person that holds the title in this top 10 of the most outrageous bar tabs would be Leonardo Dicaprio. He spent a $3 million bar tab.
He just now think about that. There are now literally though, people. There are people. You could get 10 people together, 10 people, and they'll never have $3 million collectively together. You realize you could have just retired 3 people, their whole lives retired, for the price of a bar tab.
I guess this was when he became famous, when he turned 38 years of age. He spent $3 million on champagne to celebrate with his friends. And the comment was, it's hard to believe or ever understand why someone would spend $3 million on drinks in one night, regardless of how rich someone is.
Yeah, it's absolutely stupid. And he's one of those people that run around going, help people. You need to help people. And you're like, yeah, like you help people with a $3 million bar tab.
Yeah, he did. He was helping people. He was helping people get very drunk that night.
How many homeless people could he have fed for $3 million? How many soup kitchens could run for years on $3 million? He threw it away in one night getting hammered.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that's awesome person.
And on that note, we have to go. Cheers.